This is Lakshmi. Today we are going to see some of the how to create a store procedures with an with input parameters. First of all, I am going to create a procedure. Create procedure one with input parameters like I am going to give it in a brackets, and then for that @emp name I'm going to give as a emp name the name of the input variable, and then varchar data type and closing, and then I'm going to write as select star from employee details where emp underscore name like @emp name plus I'm going to end with d. Okay, this is what I have creating. I have created a stored procedure with input parameters. One input parameters, that is emp name, and for that execution, if I will see procedure one, and yeah, see, this is what I'm going to pass a variable, and that variable is stored in an emp name, and that is what it is stored over here @emp name. The store is a letter, and then plus ampersand modulus d, that is the wildcard that we have entered, and the which ends with an employee name which ends with the d. See, for that, if I select this and I execute, see, I have gotten one row, that is it starting with a and ending with d. Okay, this is all the details what we have got, and this is how we are going to create a procedures with an input with single input variable. And the other thing is, the next thing what we can going to do is that if we want to declare a default value like a null value to the proceed for the input variable, then how we can do is create a procedure @emp equal to null. I'm going to declare over here, and then I'm going to give as select star from employee details where employee name is equal to @employee name. Then go. See, and if I want to execute procedure to name of the procedure, and I'm going to give like see, this is how we can execute. And if it doesn't give any value, it takes the null value and it executes it. It gives an empty row, but that is the empty name with null is nothing is there, so I'll get an output like this. And this is how we are going to do, and within procedures with the default value as null. Then again, if I want to create a procedure with the two input parameters, then create procedure 3, and what I'm going to give is I'm going to give like two variables, input variables, employee name of type varchar equal to null, comma @emp underscore department of type int. Okay, I'm passing here two variables, and for that I'm going to join two tables like employee details and a department. I'm going to inner join both the tables like select employee details dot dept id comma emp underscore name from employee details. I'm going to inner join with the department on employee details dot dpt id equal to department dot dpt id, and I am again I am going to filter where department dot dept id is equal to @emp department and emp name like @emp name plus st. So we have created this, and for that execution procedure 3 a comma 1. Okay, see, with department id and department with a name a and with 1 have to get an output, right? Department id I should get as a 1, right? Like mp name with a, I think it's procedure 3. Oh, here I have written wrong. Okay, mp name and then I have to get, okay, then with a b and no, don't get the output a comma 1. The same thing I should get an output, right? Where I have done wrong. Okay, this is what we have seen. Hello. Okay, here what I have done is I am going to drop this procedure, and then I am again going to create the same thing. See, I am dropping the procedure 3, and then again I am going to create. See, now if I give like this execute, if I execute this statement, then I am going to get the output. See, This is what we have done is we have passed two variables input parameters for this procedure, and this is how we have procedures. Pass the two variables for that. If we actually if we interchange this, like if I give an integer and then if I give a variable, then I will get an error. See, if I see here, see error in converting data type. Whatever how we are declaring our input parameters, in the same way we have to pass the variable over here. If we pass in a reverse direction, then we'll get an error like converting a data type of varchar to int. This is what we have seen for today. That is how we are going to create a procedures with input parameters, with single input parameters and double input parameters. These are also all what we have seen for today. Thank you for listening.